Hey everyone. We're just waiting a couple minutes because Scanler's still getting a couple things set up. He's having some kind of issues with his tracker. But once he's good and ready, we're going to get this started. So we're going to do a practice run of this only all dungeons, key shuffle, drop shuffle thing, follower, whatever it is. ADKDF. Because tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern, I have a tournament match in this mode. And I want to get another seed into practice. And Scanler's got a tournament match tomorrow as well. And so we want to just kind of get one in for a little bit, you know, feel better about it maybe. I don't know how much feeling better about it there is. It is what it is. We're just going to have fun with it and just kind of whatever. So, but thanks for hanging out and jumping in. And, we'll see how this goes momentarily. But this is an interesting mode. It can have its challenges. I had one seed that brought me to the brink, and then others that were much more friendly. I would really love to have a solid time on one of these. I feel like I'm just doing too much diving, but it's like, I don't know, you get like a couple things, oh, you can go here and do this, and it's, I don't know. I think I want to do a little bit of a better job today following the items, because it's like last time it gave me stuff to get into Swamp, and I feel like that was important. There might have been something in there early. I don't remember. And then, like, the seed loves to get us into some of the harder dungeons early, and that usually it'll have some sort of progression. Uh-oh. Oops. He's having trouble with his auto tracker working, which is really frustrating. But he's gonna say screw it and just do manual tracking, which is gonna be yeah. He's having tracker just in general, like his scripting isn't working, so it's probably just something he needs to reboot his computer for or something, but he's gonna do it after we do our little race. Luckily, this isn't like a tournament race or anything, so he's just like, alright, I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, there's nothing worse than when you're trying to get stuff together and like something just doesn't work. And then you like have that like panic moment because we're just trying to do this seed. Not luckily this isn't a tournament match, so we don't, you know, it's like take your time, set it up. I don't really care. I don't want to be that guy, but he's ready to just kind of, I guess he's just going to kind of run it manually when he's ready to go. Okay, it looks like we're gonna start. So he's readied up. I'm gonna ready up. Here we go. So we'll see how this goes. All right. Oh, good. A piece of heart. That's wonderful. Alright, so I'm going to still do what I've been doing for an early route, because I think grabbing early bombs is really good. I like to grab these two. Map mirror. We get one item down here in the basement. Nice extra bomb drop. I appreciate that. So this mode, you could sort of see it on the map, but for anyone who's in here who hasn't seen it before, it's all of the dungeons are basically in entrances around the village. And there's a couple exceptions to that, but we'll kind of see those as we go. So, and the other big thing that is different about this is that key drop is turned on. And also, all dungeons are required to be beaten. So, it's kind of... It is a fun little set of progression that we're going to go through here. Alright, we're going to... Actually, let's do Sank first. I want to see what's here. Key to pod. Okay, well. We can go further in pod. So the big reason why I like to get bombs early is to go here. We got 3 items we can do in the back, plus we can... Okay, desert's the green. I don't know why that likes to show up a lot. Skull Woods. Okay. Samaria's nice. That does give us a weapon. Ooh. Okay. I'm just thinking of what I want to do here. I think I'm going to take this Skull Woods key and immediately go in here again. Because we have 3 more checks we can grab. That wasn't super great. That was nice. Junk key. So Castle Tower is the one dungeon we don't need to do. It's literally inaccessible. Well, sort of. Sure. I don't know if I want to go into pod right away, so I'm thinking let's check. Samaria also lets me do a check in TR, which is stupid. Alright, so just a boomerang there, we don't care. What's this? Pearl. Okay. I've had early boots and Pearl show up on Torch before, so checking these first couple checks in GT really isn't that bad. Look at that bow. I could do this. I don't want to. We'll come back. Let's follow this stuff first. Let's immediately go into pod. We need arrows. Nice. Nice. Okay. Hold on. I don't remember if there's arrows there, but I do know where there are some, so let's go get them. pod key for our troubles. While I'm in here, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna go right to the dam. We might as well just pull that. We get an item check in there too. But that way, it's just set, so if we get items to start looking in Swamp, we'll have access. Like the flippers. Sure. Well, that opens up a check. No, we can just save and quit out of here. That's funny. Okay. We're gonna go into pod first, though. Because now that we have a couple more keys, we have 2 of the keys. We can do bow side. I should probably just open up the door, to be totally honest with you, because... Oh, I didn't even grab the other stupid arrows I wanted to grab. That was like one of my whole reasons for going in there. I got excited. I don't know why. Okay. Maybe I'll remember to grab the arrows up here. I remembered. Alright. We're gonna just... We have 3 item checks plus we can do back here. I'd rather... It depends on what we find. I might not be rushing to do the dark maze right now. Come on. Okay, doing the dark maze is a little easier now. Alright. Don't have to even farm rupees. Now we can afford bottle vendor. Small key to ice. That is technically fire locked. We're gonna have 1 shot at this, and then we gotta hope not to get hit. This is gonna be pretty ass. Whoop. Okay. We made it. Now let's see if we can get to the chest without dying. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I got 1 of them. That's cool. With the health I have, I probably shouldn't even be doing that. where should we go next? I think we go to Eastern. Hey, yeah. Scanlan and I just decided to do a pickup race for practice. Just, you know, we both have our tournament races tomorrow. I think he's at 3 and I'm at 4 Eastern. So we were just like, eh, we should get another practice in. And I was like, eh, we could do an async or we could just do a pickup. So we did a pickup. How are you doing, Zax? Nice. Isn't that the best feeling in the world? It's been a long week. Really? Are you just gonna give me, like, freaking pieces of heart in here and not any, like, actual good things? Like, keys or something? Or maybe some other significant, important item that would be really nice right now? Take that, I guess. Holy crap. Alright, well, we'll get the one item under the pot back here, and we'll get some arrows. I can check a couple quick checks in Hera. I didn't get into the first 4 thieves, and I know I can do a check with Samaria and Turtle Rock, which is stupid, but could be a thing. Maybe I should have picked it up. It would have given me another heart container. I'll find more, though. Oh, okay. That's our second desert key. I'm not spending them early, Zax. I learned my lesson. I mean, I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but... where do I... Oh, yeah. Thieves. Let's go that way. We'll do the first 4 here. Okay. Sign cart. There we go. That's a good item. Alright. Real boots. Okay. Let's get out of here. We didn't see what was on Desert Torch. I should have probably glanced at it, but I also didn't do this earlier. Went right by him and forgot. Okay. Well, that does give another check. Ganon Tower's torch has just a red boomerang on it. If I really want it, I'll just grab it next time we go in. Which, I'm just... I only have one key. Ugh. Alright, that's not great. Alright, where do we want to go? Meyer is a possibility. Yeah. We can't do a ton here, but... We're gonna do this, because hitting the switch here opens up a bunch of checks. Okay, well, we don't have a fire source anyway, so that's fine. Okay, Swamp Big. Ah, that's annoying. Swamp is interesting. We can't do more than one check in it anyway, but we have access to the first check. I don't know if that... I mean, it could be something, but it's kind of ass. I'd like to find at least a key to open up a couple more things. So I feel like we got a decent amount in here. We'll end up getting 5, and I feel like that's a little bit more worth. Even if we don't end up, let me wait for this idiot. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got a health refill. Alright, we are done here. No, we have this check down here. I didn't even think about it. Good thing we got the health refill. Oh, that's really spicy. Okay, well, now I know where I'm going. All right. Hello, Paradox. Activated flute. Vamos. Alright. Of course, more Meyer stuff. Okay. This is good because it opens up... I'm gonna just take this back out. Because I'm gonna go back into Hyrule Castle. We're gonna at least check. We have the first 2 checks we can do here. Actually, we can go a little bit further. We might as well clear out what we can here. We can do some stuff in ice now too, though, and I hate it. Pod big. Okay. We're getting close to being able to actually clear that out. Still need hammer. Okay, Meyer. And we suddenly have a lot of life. I'm gonna go ahead and go for Dark Cross here. Are we in that spot? Okay. That was wrong. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. That's good. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Just save and quit. Save and quit. Thank you. Alright. What do I want to do here? I could... I think we just kind of try this. Nice. Okay, now we can actually do more in Swamp. Alright, I'm gonna get this one check. And then we're gonna go back and do the bomb jump path, I guess. Damn it, that was not correct. There. Okay. This dungeon? Ooh. Okay. Oh, that was stupid. Come on. Alright. We can't beat this, so I don't really care if I do the bomb jump. I'm not even gonna try it. I just wanna... freaking... Oh my god. Dude. Good job. Oh, just... I'm gonna freaking get killed by these idiots. Dude! That was awful. I don't know why I just was doing that. That was disgusting. Well... Just trying to force it to happen. It's kind of dumb. Well, we're going back. Okay, no more. Just stay away. That's what was supposed to happen. Yay. Nice refills. Alright, I'm tempted just to spend the key here. And I don't think I'm going to get punished for doing it, because we'll probably find more. And this will let me get this item. Oh, that stunk. Alright, we don't have the big key, so we don't have to worry about that. We can get the freeze ore chest. And then we can drop down and get the pots room and iced tea. And then that's it. But if one of these has something good in it, we'll feel pretty nice about this stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. Another Misery Myers small. We might need to go back in there. Kinda ass. Just because... Aha! Okay. Alright, we're gonna go do something dumb. Or not. Do I want to do a dumb thing? Let's do a dumb thing. So last time I did one of these, one of the checks in Skull Woods, like, unlocked the rest of the seed because there was a fire source back there. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for one. There's 3 things we can do. And if none of them are good, then we just save and quit out and we're right back in the village anyway. But we follow the mitts for a minute and see if we get something here. That's good. That's good. It doesn't do anything immediately for me, but if we get the big key, that becomes beatable. There we go. Okay, and we got that before going into swamps, so that lets us clear a few more things there. Though I'm not super thrilled about going there without a hook shot. And then we get a useless shovel. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we... Now, let's check the swamp stuff. We've been waiting on that for a while. I'm gonna start to believe that there's something here. We might not... We're not gonna blow our... Well, no, that's fine. We won't have enough keys, to worry about anything anyway. And without hammer... Okay. We could just stop before Specky. But it still gives us, like, what, 4 checks in here? See, there we go. There was something important. Now we can go to Mini Moldworm. And a big key. We have Thieves Town. It's not beatable yet. We need one more small. But I'm super happy about that mirror. Okay, thanks. Oh, good. 4 bombs. Great. Yeah, okay. Okay, we don't really care what this entrance to Paradox is. It's just either. But I do kind of care. Oh, wait. Item down here. Ah, big key. Look at that. The desert big. Oh, okay. Well, we could check that right from here, so that's not so bad. Okay. Nice double. You jerk. No, you really are a jerk. There we go. You deserve to die. Alright, we got good stuff. Another swamp key. That's good. Mire small. Pod key. Look at all the small keys. And a health refill. Sweet. We could take the risk and just open up these doors and see what we get going up here. That's good. Alright, we get 2 more item checks in this direction. I was waiting for it to be vanilla. Alright, we need a hook shot. Swamp's almost beatable. Okay. Alright, we'll go back into desert from here to quickly look at the big chest. Oh, there we go. Alright, we have a beatable dungeon. Let's go do it. We can't get everything in there, but we don't have a hammer yet anyway, so who cares? Oh, you know what we're gonna do, though, before we commit to that? Let's do one more thing. I'm gonna be smart. Because I just thought about this a few minutes ago. Like, when we were heading to Mini Moldworm. But we can get to Cackwell because we have the mirror and Dark World access here. It's like the only reason why you ever have to come down to the Dark World Village at all is to do this one thing. Yo, fire! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, the rest of it was kind of crap, but a lamp is huge. Absolutely huge. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's go finish this. We can get everything except for the check in the big chest, but we are missing a key and a hammer to do it, so we're gonna hope that that's nothing. Nice. Nice. Quack. Oh, come on, leave me alone. As soon as I get a sword upgrade, I would feel really comfortable going back and finishing out Meyer. But I kind of want a sword upgrade first. We're a hammer away from finishing up Pod, because we can actually get everything in there now. Okay. So green pendants and logic. Gumby. How you doing? As I'm like dying over here, literally. Oh. Oh. Okay. No. Dude, just get out of my way. There we go. Very funny. Ah. I want to just kill one of these to see if, well, maybe two. Will they give me any health? Nah. Alright, just get good. Oh, that sucks. Alright, we're already off script, so... That's fine. Not the ideal fight, but thank goodness for Cape, right? What can I do here? Not a lot. So I think we just have to suck it up. Well, no. Alright, let's try this. This is probably the wrong move, but I just want to know what's here because we have had access to this for a while. We don't have a lot we could do here, but it's like a couple checks that if there happens to be something good in one of them that really helps, then yeah, I want it. That's not really helpful in this seed. I mean, it could be. If there's something important on Ped, I guess great, we can find out, but... Alright. Alright, this is where our journey is going to end. Alright. Another small key to Swamp, though. We've got 5 of the 6. Man, that's gonna be really truly a shit if Hook's in there. I guess we could find out, and then the 5th key, we just don't spend it. Oh, I hate that. Alright, let's go for this. Thank you. We still have 4 checks that we can do. And we can actually get all of them, and then we can get to Vidi. If I get a little help, I'd feel a lot better about Vidi. I hate Vidi with Fighter Sword, but whatever. We might just need to try it. Dude. Okay, now we have all the pod keys. That's good. Just need a hammer. It's time to do our favorite check. Yeah, right? That's 9X. You should write some more lines for blind. Just no more puns. Just make them flat out wrong things about everything. Ugh. Okay. That only opens up one more check for me, though. Alright, let's go to Fish Room. Fish Room could be a nice bailout. It won't, but it could be. Alright, leave me alone. Well, now we can do all the desert checks. Oh, I didn't want to hit the stupid switch. I forgot about that. Rip me. Alright, this would be really stupid. I almost want to just bail. Because the time is... Yeah, look, I'm going to get hit by that. The time commitment to trying to kill Viddy like this is really dumb. But then I have to come back. I'm going to have to come back through the dungeon anyway because I'm going to die at this. So you know what? We're just going to grab the magic and leave. It's not worth it to me. Let's go back to desert instead. A shield. Worth. Look at that. Locked behind all 4 desert keys. I shouldn't have bothered mirroring out, but here we are. We'll just come back here and do this. Using the fall glitch to complete the seed in under 5 minutes. Yes. Do it. Alright. I'll take powder. Alright, then we'll go back to pod in a minute. We can beat that. I might turn in this green pendant too, just to see. Because that's kind of fun. I don't know why I went that way, but here we are. This is me thinking about things while I'm trying to get through the seed. Nice. Alright. What an a-hole. Alright. So we just got a few things to clean up here. Doe. What? Oh, shit. I didn't do, I kept on thinking I had enough keys to do a Harmless Hellway, and I didn't, so now we gotta go back there. That's an oops. I'm like, why do I have 12 out of 14? That's why. Yeah. Okay. It's another check. Decent room. Oh god. Come on. Thank you. Alright. That was getting dangerous at the end. Okay. Rule of fire. Let's go finish Skullwoods. Big chest I have to come back for too, but I get two things back here. Now, part of me is almost wondering if I should have grabbed the stupid boomerang just to have some kind of stun for these idiots. Yeah, I hate them so much. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Come on, leave me alone. It's a bad item. Oh, I'm short a key? Fuck, I didn't even look at that. Boo! Boo me. That's horrible. I don't know why I thought I had more keys to Skullwoods. Didn't even look. That's a big error. Waste of my time. Alright, I know where I want to go in a second. I just want to check this real quick first. Because why not? That's good. Alright, let's grab a little health. And let's go do the thing. That fire rod opens up right side. Now we'll see if there's something over here that I've just been kind of avoiding. Okay, well, that's all of those if I want to go back in, but I don't really want to go to Zelda Cell unless the Hyrule Castle Big pops up. And we know that that follower is not necessary, so I'm not really in a rush for that. I missed. That's so annoying. Come on. Ugh. Gibdo's worst. There. That's nice. Okay. Okay, vanilla. I don't know why I thought I saw pseudo boots. I could have bonked that. In my head, I'm like, you can't do that. Probably because last time I played this, I didn't get boots until so late. So in my head, I'm like, you don't have those things. Silly. This mushroom. There's our master sword. Alright. Let's clean up shit. After this, we can go to ice. We can do everything except for the big chest. Just enough arrows. Blue mail. Alright. So the question now is, do we go into swamp? Because that's kind of... I'm leaning towards either that... Wait, I don't have the big key, so we need to hit the switch here. We can either go to swamp, or we can go to Turtle Rock. But there's, with only 2 keys, there's not a lot of stuff we could do. We could do a lot more in swamp. We could do everything but the boss. So I'm thinking we do that and we see what we find. It could be one of these seeds that's gonna make us go through and do swamp the old school vanilla way. Come on. There. 1 minute, 28 seconds is the world record for any percent major glitches. I mean, that makes sense, because you just... Is it the, just go to Ganon? Okay, now we have all the swamp keys. Yo, okay. Yeah, you do try a forest room? Yeah, it makes sense. Alright. Alright, I think we just go to swamp and hope that we find the hook there. Because we could do 10 checks there. That's significant at this point. I need to hammer out. We can't get all 10 checks. You know what we might do? Do we do the troll? Do we do the troll check first? I like the troll check. Let's do the troll check, then we'll go to swamp. Didn't hit the damn switch the first time. I need another Skullwood small key before I can beat that boss. Oh shit! I know what else I could do. I'm not thinking. Alright, we'll do that after this. And then we'll go to swamp, maybe. Because I just have this feeling the hookshot's not there. And I don't want to go through and check everything. Because we can't do the back, so it's a limited number of checks. But... see, never mind. That's why I did the troll. That is not the first time the hookshot's been in that check. Wait, let's just beat the dungeon. That is not the first time it's been in that check. I could have had that a while ago, too. But who really wants to do one Hera basement check versus other stuff that's open to? But now we can just finish Swamp in one big go. That's cool. Alright, so real quick... we need a Skullwood small. We need Turtle Rock smalls. Like, we need a bunch of them. Like, 3 still. We need the Eastern big. Can you get out of there? Okay. Nice. I also need the GT big. But I can clear out all the swamp. I can also clear out all of left side GT. For the most part. I still have some GT smalls that are at large. But I might find them on path here. And then I also have, we have Blind's Hut in the back of Skullwoods, but it would be nice to get a Skullwoods key and then check that. Just so we can route all that in at once. So we'll see what happens. Nice compass. We'll probably full clear this, as annoying as it is, just because we are missing enough keys where it's worthwhile. Okay, there's a GT. Let's do this first. Hold on, we'll hit the switch. We're not gonna do the water yet. We'll go down and get the pot. The old-fashioned way. Back off. Oh, look. A map to this dungeon. Well, now we know it's a pendant. That's the other thing, too. Depending on what the other pendant is, there could be something on pedestal. We might know the information because we have a map for Skull Woods and Eastern. We just don't have the map for Turtle Rock. Oh, actually, so yeah, we have to know it because we got all these other crystals. So we do have all the dungeon info. I didn't even realize I had all that. Typically, it doesn't matter that much. Nice. Don't need those anymore. Well, that's a bummer. Last seed, I think this had something important. Okay, so we could beat Eastern. That's good. Thank you. Okay, that gets us all the way to Hype Cave if we have to go there for anything. You know what? I'll take the arrows. Alright, can we not? Thank you. Nice butter. So we're going to be abandoning Anti-Fairy Chest. That's totally fine. Okay. Going to GT after this is probably a good idea. Especially now that we got a couple more keys. Crystal. Alright, so pad maybe not looking as likely anymore. Yeah, we'll just grab our boomerang because it's funny. Okay, again, so we're looking for that. I don't know about that. That. We need one more Turtle Rock key. And, okay, the key to this dungeon. So, we're good on GT Smalls. We just don't have the big key yet. Whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go. That's really funny. Whoops. Another bottle with a good beam. Now the other check in Eastern is open. Well, we're gonna hope we don't need to care about that. Especially since, you know, the only thing that would screw me is if that check is actually the GT big at this point. Because there's 2 Turtle Rock Smalls out there. There's one of them. So we can actually beat Turtle Rock right now. Alright. Whoops, we're gonna go do that. And we can check Hype Cave on the way. Because we're still looking for... Actually, all we need is the GT key, isn't it? That's pretty good. Let me make sure. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, all we really need is GT big. So we're gonna hope we find it soon. That'll put us in go. Ah, bastard. Alright, there's 2 more big keys out in the wild. Ice and GT. Hopefully we find the GT one next. That was a tease. Alright, we'll steal the item from the Pokey. We don't want to open the door down here, though. I hit the button. Okay, well that just gives a little insurance. Well, found all the Skull Woods keys. All the money. Come on. No! Game. Start from the bottom this time. All right. Whoops, I had it right. I forgot I hit it. Oh, what the hell was that? I just fucked up my buttons. Good, this is going great. Okay. Good enough. Alright, we go back to Skullwoods. If we still don't see the GT Big there, we can... Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna be able to finish Skull Woods. One item left on the boss. We could check Blind's Hut and Pulphead. That is some juice. I like this one. I think it would be really funny if it's on Ped, because I never bothered to go back and look. And then if it's not on Ped, we have a few really, really bad spots to check. And, we'll knock out what we can. This is a really nice go mode item, though, because, we just know that we don't have to do the climb until the very end. And I'm so happy about that. Get out of my way. Dude, just stop. Okay, thank you. Not ideal. Nice, alright. Let's check. I guess we do Blind's Hut first because it's 5 checks. Wrong way with that. Okay, we don't need to keep on bonking on every single wall, please. Okay. Cool. That wasn't it at all. Blind pull. Alright, that wasn't it. So let's do quick checks. Hera's big chest is pretty fast to get to because hook. My thought is Ice Big is such a great candidate for this bullshit because it always has something in it. You know what? I'm not upset about that. But I think what we're gonna do is we're right here, so let's just do Anna Fairy Chest. blows, but whatever. And then I'll go ice big. Because it's always ice big, so I'm sure that's it. And if that's not it, then it's Thieves Town big. Which also sucks. Ah, bastard. Alright. Well, we can fill our arrows real quick. Oh, I'm off by just a little bit. Nope. Alright. There's also Hyrule Castle. Shit. I still don't have the Hyrule Castle big, though. So I hate that. I'd rather do this, honestly. Thank you. Yeah, it can. I don't think I think I did better sticking with most of the key logic this time, but like except for like beating dungeons, right? You know, it's one of those where if you could beat the dungeon, I totally get just doing it because with all the different seeds I've played, this is the first time I've actually had to go on for a GT big key hunt. But like I said, the other advantage of that is I didn't have to climb the tower. I'm thrilled about that. But now I'm just spending all this time looking for this dang key. Okay. And the last couple, like, the other thing I've noticed, Ice Palace Big Chest loves to have something stupid in it. And I debated going here right away, because there was one time, whatever my go mode item was on one of the seeds I was doing, it was definitely here. And I kind of laughed. I'm like, of course it is. Oh, really? Okay. Alright, so basically I have Thieves Town, Big Chest, and then we gotta check a couple things in Hyrule Castle. In Hyrule Castle, like I said, that sucks because we don't have the big key. So it's either Ball and Chain Guard, Key Rat, or one of them also has the big key and then it's in the cell. Or we get the big key right here, which I guess is also a chance. So that is... Oh no, we have the big key to Hyrule Castle. I just missed it. Why did I not think I had it? It is lit up. I'm just not reading it. So, alright. Well, then we'll go to Zelda's cell after this. It's tiny. I mean, because any of these chucks are equally likely, right? See, look, that paid off. So we didn't even have to do Hyrule Castle. Alright, let's do the climb. We didn't have the key or the hammer when we came in here the first time, so that was like way out. That was a glimmer in the figment of our imagination. We weren't even gonna do it. So I would say that I still followed most of my logic. Like, that didn't really mess me up. That was just an unfortunate location. Like, yeah, beating the dungeons, you do a little bit out. But for the most part, I did a better job. Look, I didn't actually do... I didn't do the desert checks early, which they gave you all the keys, so you had to get in there early enough. There was a progression item there, and I forgot what it was. Was it Mirror? Mirror might have been there. I don't remember. I feel like there's so many things that hit you so fast in this. I just don't remember what I actually did, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'll keep in mind, like, the out of logic stuff, and then after, like, I get myself back in logic, I'm just like, whatever. I just let it go. And now it's just about execution. I was early on that. I'll take that though. Hit the button. You know, I gotta feel pretty good because, like, if you find that GT big key earlier, you're gonna be tempted to climb because in, like, almost every seed, there's been some sort of progression item up here, and, like, this time there's just not. And so I'm avoiding having to double dip this top. So I'm totally okay with that. Now, I mean, a time like this is not going to beat Talon. Talon's really good, but it's okay. Like I said, my whole thing is I just want to have fun. If we get a really weird seed, maybe I have a shot. Depends on if I read the logic better, which I probably won't, but, you know, I can believe that maybe there's a chance. Oh, that was stupid. Alright, that was amazing waste of a round. Okay, we'll get a second chance. Nice triple. That should have been the end of it right there. Alright. This is one of the first, this is the first one of these seeds where I'm beating I'm beating Ganon's tower and able to just drop right in and fight Ganon. Any other time there's been progression up top. Or I've had to do it early looking for shit. So this is kind of a nice feeling, honestly. That's 6. Okay. Enough. Thank you. All right, cool. Thank you for the GGs. Well, we won it. No, I hate that. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's so you get yourself in these thought patterns because, like, I think I wouldn't. So I've done that too. And I think. So where did I find them? So fire. Okay. What he's not thinking about, you had to mirror. I think you had, well, I don't remember. I'm trying to remember where Hammer was then too. I mirrored to go into where Magic Bat is to go into the Cackwell, and Lamp is in there. And Fire Rod was on Helma. So it's technically lamp locked. But I don't remember where the hammer was. Maybe Hammer... No, he didn't forfeit. Not yet, anyway. I don't know. He's thinking. I just pulled up his stream, so he's kind of like... Yeah, so I'm gonna bet you he did not think... Oh, no, he has... So he didn't go to Cackwell. That's what happened to me. Yeah, he told me his tracker wasn't working. So you know what it is? It's really funny because... So when we did a seed, or I was doing a seed, he knew that I was forgetting about Cackwell, and now he's forgetting about Cackwell. That sucks. Cackwell is a really, like, because of where it is, he's thinking of dungeons, and he's not thinking of overworld locations right now, so that's tough. I was there when I did this stuff. So I feel that one. It's tough. And it's such a different mindset for this whole tournament and how to do this seed in these settings. So it's definitely weird. So that's good. He'll get something here. I don't remember. A couple keys. But, yeah. That's where the big key to Hyrule Castle was. I didn't remember that I got it there. You know what it was? I skipped the dialogue quick enough, and I was like, wait, what did I just get? And I missed it. Well, it didn't matter anyway. But that's kind of funny. I was just like, where the hell did I get that from? Yeah, it's when you forget that with the different locations, when you forget the one location, that sucks. That's, like I said, exactly what happened to me. Um, in I think it was the second async, and I have like one of the worst times. And that's just because I forgot about Cackwell, and that's exactly what he's going through right now. Because if he found that lamp, he would probably easily go to pod at some point, get his fire rod. That just unlocks everything. Where did I find Hook? Do you remember, Sax? I don't know if you saw it. I'm trying to remember where Hookshot was. Oh, it's Hera Basement. It's fire locked. Fuck, that's right. So everything, like everything right now is fire locked. It was Hera Basement. Yeah, yeah, it's fire locked. That's what sucks. Yeah, it was Hera Basement. Son of a bitch. That's tough. But at least he has his hammer. So I'm like hoping he remembers that he's got to go there. But look, we're going to go ahead and raid him. And of course, I'm not going to say anything until we'll see how he finishes up with this thing. But I want to give him some support and root him on. So that's what we're going to do here. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the support. For anyone who has popped in here, let's go and root Scanler on. Thank you for joining. But let's go root him on and see if he figures out the puzzle. So I'll be back tomorrow for my match, 4 o'clock Eastern. That's the plan. So until then, see ya.